from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Second and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Murray now. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Again, it's Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a third-and-goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll try to run with Harris. And this time he is in. Yes. Najee Harris with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Baker swinging this out for Pollard. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Baker. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Baker. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely won't like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Baker. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give, right side. Harris. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best last touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down. Yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Baker operating from the gun. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Baker, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray going to throw. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Murray now on 1st down. Claypool with another catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brand.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. McCann for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run forward with Pollard, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They hand this off to Harris. Shrugs him off. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football back at their own 17. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And with that,
it got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark, 98 yards. And the Cardinals claw one back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man, Ty Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Room here to run. Shoves him aside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there out of the running game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's West. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Completion here to Claypool. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
McCann's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's West. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris there to make the grab. And the Steelers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To throw is Baker. Looking to throw on second down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. .35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he is in. Yes. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Baker on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
48 Mike.
To throw again, Baker. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Green.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Wiggles free. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Shifts by him, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, this is Harris. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call.
Big 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shit.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.